Today we are going to the Greece and we have a Greece cruise tour.
Have you ever wondered how the cruise ship operates? Bridge tour.
No,
Or in the
Yeah,
ship?
in general.
no.
Yes. Okay, so this is the main conning position here. So usually this seat is for the captain, and this one for the staff captain. So while we are approaching to the port, they are having the navigation command over the con. We have also the quartermaster. Now he's making the rounds all around. So here's the wheel. It's a very small one, and simply we can also connect the autopilot and all the system to this mini stick. So it's like the PlayStation you have. That you can control the ship only with this small tool.
Small one.
We have plenty monitors, a lot of repeaters, so we can check what's the weather currently, the speed, the engine load. Also, we have the phones, many phones, especially when you're calling to open the watertight doors. We are the ones who are giving you the permissions or not. Here on the back, we have it's called the safety center. So we have a fire alarm system. So while you're taking the bath, I hope nobody's opening the cabin all the way through. So the detector can detect it, and we can see the temperature where it's located, so we can call the security, and the security will respond. Here we have the GMGSS station, so it's like emergency station for the radio communication. If we have any emergency, for example, now we simulated Oscar drill. You know what means Oscar?
Yes, maneuver.
So we simulated that we contact the shoreside facilities and the rescue center in order like to have help if we need any helicopter. There is the watertight doors indication. So while we are departing, we are closing all of them. So because we have a high risk of the shallow waters, in order if we have any emergency to be watertight fully. We have also the loading computer. So here we have the freshwater tanks, different tanks for the stability purposes. The main one is the staff captain is responsible, so it's just the different tanks of the ship with the water and everything, so we can control to be to have a positive stability and to have a less rolling, so we will be not rolling that much during the stabilization. We have stabilizers for that. We have these two controls. It's just 2 minutes to extend them. So they are located underwater, and they are 6 meters in length on the side. So while we are extending them, the ship will reduce the movement from side to side. So you don't have any seasickness at all. I mean, it's minimized as much as possible.
But you're doing it only when we are on water?
Yes. So they are underwater, and when we have a speed more than 8 knots, we can extend them. So. The equipment is exactly the same like on the wings. We will go now to one of the wings, I will show you. Here we have the azipods control, so we are using the main propulsion system as azipods. It's the pulling thrusters. While we are at sea, they are in the autopilot mode, so they are combined and automatically following our next track on the electronic chart. And when we have maneuvers, we have a quartermaster or the captain who will do the maneuver. He will be independently moving these joysticks from side to side. Yeah, let's go on the one on the wing on the starboard side. Here is the very important point on the bridge to have a coffee machine. So once they're taking over the water, we have one of the best views on board, as you can see. Also, we can monitor the forward station, the forecastle deck. There's the 1/3 officer is waiting to you now. Yeah. Okay. So the wing is exactly the same like the main console. It's the same equipment. So we can take controls on the wing, especially for the departure. So the captain and staff captain, the pilot is here. They can control the ship from the side. They can see how far we are from the pier. So once we have all the gangways in, the security reported, we establish the officers to go on the mooring stations. So here is the window is closed, but on the other side is open. So we have this window here to control the ropes, how the ropes are leading. So these ropes has to be always tight in order for the ship to be alongside. Yeah, and here's one officer will stand on this platform to give the reportings, because we have to have cross-check of everything. A lot of monitors here on the top. Also we have the position, the heading of the of the ship. So yeah, soon we are going for the dry dock. We're going to install even more newer system for the electronic chart. It's going to be the latest one. Yeah, like that. Do you have any questions?
Okay, I have another question. When
Yeah.
have you done Panama Canal?
No.
No. I'm wondering, maybe you know, when they're doing the Panama Canal,
Yes,
when the ship
they're-
is going through, so it's the pilot who is actually moving.
Yeah, this is
or-
the exception. In the Panama Canal is only one of the area where the pilot is responsible,
Ah, okay.
because they are using the lines on the side, and these small cars on the side, they are pulling the ship.
Yeah.
So like this, they are moving the ship.
Yeah, I asked because recently we were talking about it. I was wondering.
Yeah. But usually the pilot, he's just the captain from the shoreside facilities,
Yeah.
who are giving the advices only. So the captain is always responsible. So even if the pilot is giving the starboard, in order for that to release the life ring the first. So at least we have the life ring. Yeah. Regards to your question, is here. This small window, you can stand on the top. It's exactly the
this
same.
one.
So,
Oh my
yeah.
God, it's scary.
You want to jump on it?
I was
In the
bending
evening,
once,
yeah.
but you know, it's like feeling that you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to jump.
Yeah, so the main purpose of this small window is just to see
To
how
see and check.
how the lines are leading and when we are docking the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this where you press the on or is there?
It's on the main one. Yeah. You want to press it?
No.
Yeah. one time.
Yeah, it has to be with the permission from the port
Port.
because sometimes we are very close to the houses, so they get
Yes.
complaints. So that's
Oh,
why
okay.
we are not in this. Especially in Norway, it's prohibited at all. It's a big fine for the company. So
Oh,
yeah.
Really nice juice.
it's
So
nice
if
to
I
know.
put my granny to operate the ship, like 15 minutes training and she can do something. This small joystick is just for the bow thruster.
Okay.
So you can hear in the morning we have a little bit shaking of the ship. It's because of the bow thruster. There are 3 thrusters in the water. So in this case we are not required to have a tugboat. You know what is it, the tugboat? It's a small boat which is connected with the lines, so they can pull the ship from the forward or from the aft in order to be alongside to the ship or to do some swing maneuvers.
You mean the
Wait,
pilot?
it's not
I mean
doing
the...
the engine.
No, it's by the ropes they are pulling.
But we have engine at the back of the ship.
Yeah, down below.
And how many engines
have
we have?
4.
4?
Yeah, big engines.
But
What else?
how many propellers? 3?
Two.
2.
2 azipods?
At the back.
Two are
Yeah, they are all the way on
At the
aft.
back.
Two are
You will not see them.
4
To propeller.
Yeah, and we
But it's
have 3
big.
bow thrusters also.
Down
Forward.
yes.
Yeah, they are only for the maneuver. It's quite powerful. It's more than 60,000 of the horsepower.
Oh.
So it's in normal car you have how much horsepower? 200. Here's 60,000.
It's
Yeah,
scary.
because the ship is big, so you have to have enough power if you have a strong winds in order to maneuver the ship.
What about the anchors?
We have 2 anchors. They're 14 shackles, port side and starboard. Also, we can drop them in case of the emergency from the bridge. So in case if we cannot stop the ship, we can drop 2 anchors and they simply will drag the ship from the ground.
When we're in Grand Cayman, how deep actually we are?
So for example, here now we can see
It's
it's only
scary.
13.6 meters.
Oh, so this.
But yeah, this is the meters under. Now it's switched off because we had port. But outside is more than 5,000 meters can be so.
How long does the anchor go down?
Depends on the length of the shackles. 1 shackle is 27.5 meters. Usually it's like around 100 meters. So for your understanding, the ship is holding not by the anchor itself, by the chain, the weight of the chain. The chain is like 220 tons, and the anchor is only 14 tons. So 1 anchor is not holding that much, but the chain on the top of the anchor is holding a lot. Yeah.
But you put it automatically,
Yes.
so you don't have slaves somewhere. Yeah.
But we have like an anchor party, so they are monitoring the leading of the anchor. Yeah, because we can move the position of the ship. The anchor sometimes is not holding, so we have to reposition the ship. Yeah. That's why we call echo, you know? Lost the position. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it should be not less than 3 cables. So
How
it's
far?
around 300 meters is recommended.
Like like this or like this.
Both ways,
Ah,
all around.
Don't.
Plastic.
Yeah. Do you remember how many live bulbs do we have?
Yeah, 22.
In the front of the ship, in the water, is a
Yes.
thing. I don't know what that is.
That can embark the ship. Not only by the boat, sometimes it's too far or the waves can be so rough. So the helicopter will come with the pilot.